This is the award-winning News Watch.
Third time's the charm, at least that's what Shelbyville school officials are saying. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Savanna Tomei.
And I'm Braden Harp. Shelby County will now pay 1 cent more for every dollar spent on sales tax.
Newswatch's Margaret Langevin spent the day in Shelbyville talking to those school officials and residents about the tax increase. She joined us live in the studio. Good evening, Margaret.
Good evening, Braden and Savannah. The referendum was passed by a 20% margin. I spoke with both school officials and residents for and against the tax. Superintendent Denise Benz told me she can't even remember the last time she was nervous as she was for Tuesday's primary elections. After 3 times voting on the issue, Benz says she believes it was passed because of social media.
Through our Facebook page, we got a lot of information out that way when we hadn't used that in the past. There was a lot of cameras inside our schools really looking at the facilities and what needed to be replaced and done. And I think that really gave the voters an insight to why we needed the referendum.
Bent says that need was definitely there. Shelbyville High School is still using its old, rusty 65-year-old heating system. She says when they get the money, that fix will be their first priority.
They said the steam pipes are leaking. We can't regulate the heat, so the heat's just on all the time. So the rooms are very overheated all the time. And plus it wastes a lot of energy.
And Shelby County resident Rodney John says he didn't think twice for voting in favor of the referendum, especially since it'll keep students comfortable during all the seasons.
Well, anything to help out the Shelby County schools and help keep the kids warm in the winter and cool in the summer, I'm all for it. I mean, it's only a penny. I figured anything to help out the kids.
And Ben says that penny is going to go a long way.
The estimates right now are about $390,000 for Shelbyville, about $1 million total for the whole county. So that $1 million is divided up within all the districts who have students in Shelby County.
I did speak with one business owner in Shelbyville who voted against the referendum. He thinks the tax increase will drive his customers elsewhere. The tax starts July 1st, but the district won't receive the money until October 1st. The superintendent says repairs to the school will start this summer. Reporting live in the studio, I'm Margaret Langevin. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Margaret. Now let's move to the Charleston School District, where a few teaching positions will be cut. Superintendent Jim Littleford says it's all because of low enrollment. Littleford says 5 teachers will be retiring at the end of this school year, and rather than fill all those positions next school year, only 3 new teachers will be hired. He says no current full-time jobs will be cut. The school board announced that decision at last night's meeting. And Charleston isn't the only school making tough financial decisions. The Neoga School Board is once again looking to reduce the size of their staff. The superintendent says this time last year, Neoga cut 11 teaching positions, which saved the school more than $500,000. A public meeting on the matter is planned for tomorrow night at 6 in the Neoga High School gym. Will they go on strike? Well, that's what could happen in Teutopolis tomorrow. The Unit 50 Board of Education will address the Teutopolis Education Association's intent to strike at a meeting tonight. Both sides have been trying to work out an agreement since last August. The TEA is demanding what they call a fair salary schedule and will strike tomorrow if no agreement is reached this evening. Newswatch plans to be at the meeting, which starts in a little bit here at 6, and we'll have a full report on tomorrow's edition. As local forecaster Jessica Dixon just mentioned, we have officially sprung into spring today, and with it comes the vernal equinox. This is when the sun is directly above the Earth's equator and the day and night are equal in length. It happens only twice a year, so today is the spring equinox and the fall equinox falls on September 23rd, the first day of autumn. Well, what a way to spring into spring in central Illinois.
We enjoyed a warm, sunny day, but don't get used to the conditions. Winter may not be over just yet. Your complete Skywatch report is coming up next.
But you can expect those nice spring-like temperatures to, well, sorry, not stick around.
I loved it today. I was outside for the first time in forever. I wasn't dreading walking to class. I was so happy to be out in the sunshine.
They're going to stick around for a little bit, though. I didn't get to make it outside today. I want to so bad.
Tomorrow. Get outside tomorrow if you can.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you, Jessica. And coming up, there's some new developments tonight in the search for the missing Malaysian airplane.
Debris has been found, which could help narrow down the search area for the missing jet. Thanks for watching. This is Newswatch on WEIU.
Flight 370 disappeared on a night flight from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. Malaysian authorities have not ruled out any possible explanation, but have said the evidence so far suggests the plane was deliberately turned back across Malaysia to the Strait of Malacca with its communication systems disabled. Police are considering the possibility of hijacking, sabotage, terrorism, or issues related to the mental health of the pilots or anyone else on board. And coming up, a 17-point deficit wasn't enough to stop this basketball team from a comeback win.
But first, home sweet home. See how this college baseball team tries to turn their season around by playing a stretch of games in a familiar place. Thanks for watching. Your WEIU Sports Watch report is coming up next.
Recapping one of tonight's top stories, coming up in just a few minutes, a meeting gets underway in Teutopolis with hopes a teacher strike won't happen tomorrow. The Teutopolis Unit 50's Board of Education will address the Teutopolis Education Association's intent to strike. Both sides have been trying to work out an agreement since last August. The TEA is demanding what they call a fair salary schedule. Newswatch will be at tonight's meeting and we'll have a full report on tomorrow's edition.
Finally, today is the first day of spring, and in Washington, the first day of National Cherry Blossom Festival. The annual event is one of the largest spring festivals in the United States. It honors Japan's first gift of cherry blossom trees to the city of Washington in 1912. The pink blooms attract more than 1 million people from across the country and abroad. Though the festival starts out today, the peak bloom is expected later in the season because of the harsh winter DC had. And now, Jess, I know it's the first day of spring, but is winter gone?
Not just yet. I'm so sorry, not just yet. As we take a look at what I'm expecting for tomorrow, it seems like spring's definitely, or not spring, seems like winter is gone as we reach a daytime high expected to be about 67 degrees, so we'll see those above average temperatures for tomorrow. A chance for rain in the evening. I'm not expecting anything significant though, and those strong winds will continue on as tomorrow we see winds gusting into the upper 20s. And then looking ahead for the rest of the weekend, we'll see daytime highs kind of take a dip down into the lower 50s for Saturday under mostly sunny skies, and then Sunday it dips down even further as we only see daytime highs get to about 37 degrees under partly cloudy skies. It'll raise up just a bit for the beginning of our work week as temperatures return to the lower 40s, but we're going to see those below average temperatures stick around for the rest of the week.
Instead, I wish I was in Washington, D.C. Has anybody else here ever been to the Cherry Blossom Festival?
I have. It's beautiful.
It's so gorgeous. I want to go back. Let's plan a trip.
We're going.
Well, thanks for watching, and join us later tonight at 10 for an all-new Heartland Highway special featuring people and places from Season 12.
And for more news and weather, be sure to log on to our website at WEIU.net. There you'll find real-time forecasts and the news video of the day.
And if news is happening in your community, let us know. Send us an email at news@WEIU.net.
Have a great night and join us again tomorrow here on the area's only local newscast on PBS.